Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Versatyle, the Wildchyld, reporting to you live once again, Ranting and Raving, episode 4. Today's episode, I have a special guest, actually two special guests. One of my old and dear friends, Mr. Paul Anderson,
yes,
and my sister in crime, Miss Savannah Forbes. I kind of got a heads up on what today's episode was about, so I was able to plan a little bit ahead, prioritizing all these extra things. This is one of them topics I know is going to really have a lot of people talking a lot of shit about me. Because I got some pretty deep and introspective thoughts and profound ideas about this, perspectives to discuss. So, I will let T-Lore tell me what the topic is. Even though I know ahead of time, just telling you, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Alright, the topic is your review on sexuality.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm going to begin with saying that I do not believe in homosexuality. I do not believe it's okay. I don't believe it's right. I don't believe it's natural. I don't believe in bisexuality. I don't believe those things are a divine order or divine natures at all. I think that they don't exist. I don't think they're real. I think they're labels that we put on ourselves and on our society. And I think they're a way for us to separate ourselves from each other.
I differ from your opinion, obviously, because I am homosexual, and I'm not ashamed of being homosexual. But I'm not out there with the flag either. So I'm not saying pushing it on anyone. I'm just me. So
and keep in mind, me and Paul have been friends roughly 20 years, and I can attest to the fact that not one time in 20 years has he ever made me feel uncomfortable as an individual. We've had many conversations like this, not to this caliber,
right.
But we've had many debates and discussions of such nature. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's everyone has opinions, and opinions is that's what they believe. But however you feel about it, you've never disrespected me for being the way I am. And I appreciate that. And then a lot of the people in the industry that I've worked with as well has never disrespected me or made me feel anything less. A lot of people, like the artists in Atlanta, actually, want to go undercover and try to holler me in. Right. So, especially when they see my alter ego. So I have an alter ego, Ivory White. Ivory White is me. Ivory White is in drag, obviously. So
now, a point that you made.
I respect your opinion.
And the point that you made that I want to elaborate on is, because you did something on Facebook the other day, I literally fell off the bed laughing about this dude who came at Paul and said he was wrong for trying to fool men, thinking that he was a woman. And I saw, and he wasn't trying to fool. Paul is open.
And I put it out there. Transgender. When I'm dressed up, I always say I'm transgender. I make that known.
It's not your fault if you don't know what big words mean.
Right.
It's not his problem. That's your problem. Go get a dictionary.
Continue. Please continue, because I love this when we're over there.
So this dude gets on here and basically tries to put Paul down for this. And in less than a second responds, but you think though.
Okay.
And then offers to send a picture of himself nude, does so, and keep in mind, I'm not a homosexual. I'm a humansexual. That's my word. I love people. I don't give a damn what you is. But where was this man's dick at in the picture? There was nothing there. He was an African American man, which I was ashamed, because we supposed to be Mandingo warriors.
That was one. Okay, first and foremost, if you come at me on some bullshit, I will screenshot you, and you will get on Facebook and all other social media. So don't pull it with me, y'all. Y'all know y'all are. Actually, there's one right up the street. Okay, don't pull it. I got you.
Blast off.
Anyway,
but getting deeper into that goes back into why I really wanted to get into this conversation. The reason I don't believe in homosexuality is for two reasons. One is that there's a natural order to things in life. A man is born. A man comes from the womb of a woman. The only way technically, naturally, I won't say the only way because science is so intricate and capable these days that, let me finish the thought. Let me finish the thought because I might blow your mind with where I'm going. Because this is only one part of it.
All right.
But naturally, a man and a woman can make a baby. Now, the other reason I don't believe in homosexuality is that limits how you love a person. So basically, a homosexual person who says, I have an attraction only to my gender, tells me that they have a limitation on how they love. Me, I don't have a limitation on how I love. I love everybody, regardless. I'm not saying I'm a homosexual or that I could not be one. I'm not. I don't have a desire to be one. I have love for every human being. I've never been over that border. But at this point in time in my life, I feel that love should not have a definition. I don't believe in marriage. I don't believe a certificate means I love you more or less. I don't believe I need a sheet of paper. In fact, I've been debating this with my wife for the last couple months now because she wanted to get married, not me. I didn't think I needed a sheet of paper for us to be together for the rest of our lives. If I love you, that piece of paper don't make a fuck. Again, if I love somebody, whether you got a dick dangling between your legs or a vagina, don't make a fuck. And I have a friend and she was supposed to be here today. Her name is Susie Soto. And Susie, this is just for you. Your ass is supposed to be here today, indulging in conversation with us. But it's cool. I'm going to see you on the 27th. But I debate with her constantly about the fact that saying that you're a homosexual says I can only love one way. You are limiting yourself. You are confining how you love and who you love. Now, saying you have a preference, to me, would be more appropriate. It doesn't necessarily label you as anything. Now, me, I don't hold any type of judgment towards anybody. Because the same way in today's society, and not so much as it used to be, but in our society today, homosexuals are fucked with and looked down upon, and that's wrong. Because what I practice and what I preach and what I teach is, I'm gonna fuck what you do over there in your corner, as long as you're happy with it. But the same way they treat homosexuals today, they treated the blacks 100 years ago.
That's right.
And the same way they treated the blacks 100 years ago, they treated the women before they gained equal rights. And it just seems like it's a constant cycle of, well, we're gonna find somebody to persecute. We're gonna find somebody to individualize and separate and throw stones at. And it's funny how, this country was built on American principles and founded on such things, but we don't live up to any of them. Which is why I don't call myself a Christian. I believe Christ was a man. I believe he was the Son of God. I believe he crucified on that cross so that I could get on my face and ask for redemption and forgiveness for my stupidity in his name. Do I know about the rest of that story? No. Was I there? Fuck no. Do I believe I'm going to hell for saying fuck? Fuck no. Do I believe he going to hell for being gay? No. I believe everything you do in your life is weighed and judged out upon what you intend and how your intentions are carried through into your actions. It says that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and I believe that. I know for a fact there have been many times I intended to do good shit, but I didn't. And I paid for having intentions that were not brought into fruition. So it's not just intentions solely. It's what you intend and where them intentions end you up at. That's what I believe God sees, and there's verses to contradict that, and there's verses to supplement that. In verse Hebrews 4:11 through 13, let us therefore be diligent and enter that rest, lest others should fall according to our examples of disobedience. For the word of God is living and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of spirit and soul, joining marrows and discerning of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. For there is no creature hidden from his sight, but all things are naked and open to the eyes of him on whom we must give account. Meaning that God knows what I think, what I do, and what I mean before I even do it. So that's what he sees.
Well, I have...
Did I stump you?
No, actually, I paid attention to everything that you said, but what really got me was at the beginning, where you were saying that since homosexuals are attracted to men, that limits who they love. That's not true. I have a lot of heterosexual male friends that I love in a loving way. Not that I'm attracted to them, because I'm not attracted to every man. Believe that. But I have a lot of heterosexual male friends that I can actually say that I love.
Just not in a sexual way.
Just not in a sexual way. And I'm not even, I don't even visualize them like that, but I love them for who they are. So that's a little disagreement.
And I think you just found the flaw in my debate. So I got to think about that for a second.
Right, because that was a little
Yeah.
extreme there at first. So, but I mean, everything else, I was right there with you.
Okay.
You know, so
I guess what I'm saying is, with that, I need to go over that again in my mind. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. It gives me a new way to look at that. And that's, to me, this is what loving is. This is my friend that loves me because he helped point out a flaw in my belief system that I was heretofore unaware of. Now I get to sit down and inside myself come to some truth realizations. And I will, and maybe we'll do a part 2 of this episode. Maybe we'll see, maybe not. But to elaborate further on that, if I go back into the natural order of things, how things were created, I believe everything was created divinely. Now that contradicts the thing I said earlier where I said God sees the intent. So I'm going to explain why I believe everything in this world is a contradiction. Every human is a hypocrite. And that's why God said in his word, judge not, lest ye be judged. For the same way you judge, you too will be judged. So I don't have the right to sit here and judge her for being bisexual or him for being a homosexual. Like they don't have the right to judge me for having 2 wives. But it's funny that people will judge you and throw a rock into your face. And inwardly, inside themselves, they dealing with a number of sins, if not a multitude more than you. You know, people judge me based upon my home life. I have 2 wives. They don't understand that my wives, they made this lifestyle happen. I just agreed with it. I just accepted it.
it didn't faze me.
Well, I mean, we special,
Yeah, I know,
special
right?
people. We special people. But I know I got a lot of people that, damn, bro, you got 2 wives and dudes be thinking this sexual thing where, you know, we ain't have a menage a trois. No, the fuck, we don't. And what we do is my business anyways, not yours. But at the foundation of why I have 2 women is love. You can believe that. You can believe that it's truth at the foundation of that. You can believe anything I do, I speak to them about. And that they understood my nature, who I am. I'm a man. I know I'm a dog. All of us are dogs. Every man, I don't give a damn if you're a gay man, a straight man, a jalapeno man, a habanero man, a Taco Bell man. You are a dog. You might be a lion dog, or you might be an honest dog. You might be a sneaky dog. You might be a blunt dog. But a man's nature is to be a dog. Me personally, I prefer to be an honest wolf. I'm going to tell the truth. Because I don't want to see somebody broken hearted or getting all crazy and poking out my fucking tires and throwing bricks through my window because I can't tell the goddamn truth. And I done been there. And I done dealt with it. And I paid the price for that. And at the end of them situations, I learned that I broke hearts and destroyed minds for not being real. I couldn't just straight up say, look, hell, I'm not capable of monogamy. It's not in my nature to do so. And I'm sorry. I could tell you a lie and say I'm going to love you and be with you for the rest of your life and tell you a bunch of sweet, pretty little stories. But in reality, I'm not fit to do that. I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to lay some good wood, pay the bills, take care of things, go out here and handle this music, teach the world how to love, come on home and be daddy. That's what I'm good at. Other than that, I can't do no more. And my point behind it is you got to be comfortable with yourself. It doesn't matter whether you're heterosexual. It doesn't matter whether you're homosexual. I don't have no right to tell you whether that's right or wrong at all, period. I can tell you my opinions. And I will tell you in a way that is respectful, like me and Paul speak to each other. But I'm not going to degrade you or put you down because I got my own shit. I have a speck in my eye, so I'm not finna pull a plank out nobody else. At the end of the day, you got to be okay with you. A lot of people run around here pointing fingers at other people because they're not okay with them. They're not happy with themselves, and they point fingers at other people so they can project. Project means I put what's here onto you. They project their shit on the other people. I had somebody come into my home the other night and steal from me. Steal from me. That I loved and cared about. And then had the nerve to get angry at me and tell me I was wrong for having 3 wives and I wasn't no better than nobody else. You've stolen things in your past and you've done bad things before too. Yes, this is true. I also made the decision not to do it anymore. But let's deal with what you did, motherfucker. You came into my house and stole from me. You don't want to own up to that. You don't want to confess to that. Deal with it. She admitted to it, then told me she lied about lying. I'm sorry. I stole money from you. Please forgive me. And then when I began to get angry still, who's going to forgive that immediately? Everybody got human emotion.
Right.
I'm not finna just let that shit go. Oh, I didn't steal from you. I just wanted you to think you was right.
That just sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb. I stole the money from you because I had to go pay for probation. But the night that I asked where my money was, I can't give you my money back because it's gone. Honey, it's 12 o'clock at night. What probation officer did you go pay at 12 o'clock at night? Please tell me. Or what court official did you take that $40 to? No, you went and got you some pills and some dope. I'm not judging. I done been there on the dope, on the hard, on the soft, on the boy, on the girl, on the everything.
You're not judging, but facts is facts.
Facts is facts. I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody. I'm just saying you did what you did, be a woman or a man, and accept the consequences. And that's the problem with our society today. People do shit, but they don't expect no consequences. They think they're supposed to walk away from it clean. That's why I'm an Old Testament type of dude. Eye for an eye. If you punch me, I'm going to punch you in your shit. Typically. That's what I believe. Will I actually do that? No, because I also believe that sometimes just stepping back from something and letting karma and God deal with it is a whole lot better. And I ain't got space in my heart to hate you. I ain't got space in my heart to judge you. And I damn sure ain't got time to be worried about what you doing in your life. I'm too busy taking care of my shit. So my message for the day is this. My name is Versatyle the Wildchyld. I'm an asshole, I'm a heterosexual, and I'm a dick. But I'm an honest person. That's all I can be. This is Paul. He's a homosexual, but he's a cool ass dude and I love him and I've been loving him for a long time. If you don't like him, you don't like me, you can get off my page.
And he's the only one that can call me Paul. Y'all call me Ivory White. Hello, thank you.
This is Savannah Forbes. This is my Bookie Wookie Bear. She just crazy as hell, but I love her. And you cannot judge us.
And she's beautiful.
She is extremely beautiful. You cannot judge us until you at first dealt with your own issues. And even then, once you start to deal with your own issues, you ain't gonna have no way to judge me. You're gonna be too busy cleaning up your own shit. This is Versatile the Wildchyld, reporting to you live once again. Episode 4, Ranting and Raving. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. Check me out on iTunes. Check me out on Reverb Nation. Go to mtv.com. Check me out. Go anywhere. I'm ubiquitous.